Welcome back, everybody. It's George's Vintage Cars on the beautiful west coast of Canada. Now, this was a really hot day today. This is July 15th. And, back east in Ontario, they were experiencing some very hot weather. And we finally got some really hot weather today. Now, it was forecasted into the upper 20 degrees Celsius range, but it actually went over into the 30s. And in some locations, it went over to 38 degrees. On my drive home, my car's outside temperature gauge read 32. And yeah, when I stopped to go into a store, I got out of the car and boom, it just hits you. It's hot. And I work in a parking lot, cleaning rental equipment. And it was really hot. I was sweating bullets, but I was pretty much naked under my coveralls. And when you can sweat in your coveralls and then climb into clean clothes at the end of the day, that was perfect. Okay, now in past videos, I've showed you some of my collector cases. It's hot, and I've had a few wobbly pops, and okay. The heat does get to you. And I've shown this one before. It's a very cool old Matchbox collector case. And this goes back to, there was one from the late 60s. I think this is the early 70s maybe. It doesn't have a date, but as you can see, it's got Lesney products. And it is made in Canada. So that's really cool. And there's that there. And I've got this one full of my older Matchbox, some of my vintage Matchbox from, the 60s. And I have shown those before, and I can show them again if you want, but that is really cool. And then, of course, I have many more Matchbox cases, such as these ones down here, these little ones. And I think this actually has a copyright. I believe this one is, if I can have a look, it's a copyright 83. And then I have another one over here, and there's the information there. And so that's very cool. And of course, Hot Wheels came out with other cases, such as these ones. And then you have this one where you pull up the thing, and it's got wheels on it, so you can wheel it around. And just the basic cases. And I found this very cool, Tough Wheels collector case. And it's really neat how it's shaped in the form of a helmet. And then, of course, Hot Wheels, they reissued some new versions of the original Hot Wheels Rally case. And, I can show you this one loose. Now, the new ones aren't as good quality as the old ones, but, of course, I don't have any old ones. So let's open this up, holding the camera. Okay. And in this particular case, these were, some of these were available at Walmart. If you bought some Hot Wheels, then you got a deal on this case. Or you could just buy the case separate, and, that's the airport beyond the view there. So sometimes you'll hear noise. Now, in this particular case, I started putting all my Fords in, and I did get some newer cases. I've showed you these already before from Dollarama, $5 each, and I got a whole bunch of them. So I think maybe I should put all these Fords in. And now these are some of the older original metal chassis versions with the opening hood. And so a lot of these cases I've just been, they're in the background and I haven't really looked at them. But so the new Dollarama $5 cases hold 30 cars. I want to put all my cool Fords in. And now these are like newer editions of, I believe this one, copyright 1998, or 1997, sorry, and it was new for 1998. And anyways, Here's another very cool casting with a metal chassis. And well, I can't tell you what series these were from. This one, if I get my fingers to work, has an opening hood as well. So I have lots of cool stuff, and well, these cases are great, but you can't see what you have. Okay, well, there's a plane up above. That's what's making so much noise. But anyway, so, and then of course some older Hot Wheels with metal chassis, Thunderbird. This is a used one I found. And then of course they have newer versions of it with the plastic chassis. Alright, well that's that case. So I can show you more if you want, but I think I'll show you a series of videos showing what I have in my old cases here. Newer old cases and old cases. Now I showed you my Plano cases that were $8 and some odd cents and around $10 when you bought them at Walmart in store, but now you got to order them online. They were $20 each. And let's see, I'll turn it around because okay, the front, it's not as clear, but if you turn it around, now you can see them much clearer. And this is a variety of premium castings that I've collected. And well, of course, I got to separate them out into, you know, the different manufacturers. I've got Lamborghinis and Porsches and lots of other cool stuff. And there is a very cool new Speed Machines. Anyways, but okay, that's those cases. Well, now these ones are very cool, $5 each at Dollarama, and I've been buying a lot of them, and I found several stores that keep bringing these in. And of course I'm putting all my Porsches in these cases, and this is one of 3 cases I have so far with Porsches. And a long time ago I showed a video of my Porsche 959 castings, and so now I'm putting those in this case. And then that's an older issue as well, and these are really cool too. So anyways, let's go to a case that I don't think I've ever shown yet, but you got to be innovative when you're finding cases to put cars in, you know, for cheap. And I found these at a thrift store. All right, well, I found 3 of these cases, and I thought, very cool. Now I think these were made for pastries. I'm not sure. I have no idea what these were made for, but as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers. You got this lid that comes off, so you can put taller vehicles on the top. And then, well, it's got this interesting thing that I'm not sure what that thing is. But, okay, maybe that's just to start putting these levels on. Now, I'll show you the Hot Wheels that I've collected. And, well, I've got the Unimog. And, okay. There's the chassis there, and then another version of it. And as you can see, the canopy comes off, and so you just snap it on and off. And look at the bottom there. And anyway, so there's other versions of it, so that's really neat. And then we got this cool casting, and if we can, yeah, okay, there's the bottom. And this is a Nissan hardbody with an engine in the back. And then, let's see, okay, I got a Matchbox. Yeah, this is Matchbox here. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a little thing on the bottom where you can open and close the door. So that's pretty cool. And then we have another Hot Wheels. And this is a Suzuki Samurai 4x4. And let's see, another Matchbox. Yeah, so Matchbox mail truck. US mail. And then they had some fantasy castings. This was after Mattel took them over. Alright, so those are pretty cool. And then let's see. That's another Matchbox. Opel Frogster. So that's pretty unique. And then, well, one of the early tuned vehicles that they had from Hot Wheels, copyright 2003. So there you go. Well, some very cool cars, but I want to show you the bottom layer next. All right, Hot Wheels just got the Ferrari licensing back, but about 25 years ago, they came out with some very cool Ferraris. And I have a few examples here. So let's have a look at this one. And this is really cool. And these ones have metal chassis. And there you go there. So the Porsche 365 GTB-4. Now they have a new version, the third Ferrari that's out of this one, but in a racing livery. And here is just the stock version. Now, okay, it's got metal bumpers in the front, and it's painted for the roll pan, but it's part of the chassis. And then you got the rear bumpers, and I think that's really cool. Now, all right, this was the time when they went to kind of a nail head looking steering wheel. But you got the gear shift and interior details. And then I had a second one. So, you know, these are little dots that you get at, well, any stationery store if you want to put prices on them. So those are paper decals. But I thought, hey, they're perfect for roundels for a racing version. And that's all I did. And another one is the very cool, we'll have a look at it, 550 Maranello. So as you can see, copyright in 1999, so it came out for 2000. Let's see, did we get the copyright on this one? Yeah, so 1999. So like I said, 25 years ago, they were coming out with some very cool Ferraris, and I'm so happy that they got that licensing back. And the F40 is the one that I really want to find. Okay, well, the rest of these in the case, let's go a little closer in maybe. Now, these are very cool older versions of the Datsun 240Z, and we'll start with this one because this is one of the early castings. Hot Wheels Z-Wiz, and it's a Hong Kong version, 1996, and it's this beautiful gold chrome. And this was a used one I found, and it's still in beautiful shape. So that's a great first one to have for my collection of the 240Z. This one is actually a Matchbox, and it's actually the 260Z 2+2, and it's a made in England version. And this one has the opening doors, which is really cool, and it's a right-hand drive. And okay, not the best steering wheel, but still not bad. Trailer hitch still on it, and very cool casting. And so then, what's the next generation? This one. And we look at the bottom. Oh, Hot Wheels. This Cartwright 84. And Hot Wheels had opening doors too. So that was really cool. And then these ones had the spring suspension. These are the hot ones. Wheels, and there you go on the back. Graphics on the hood and the roof. And very nice, a metal body, metal chassis. That was really nice. And then, well, you got this one, and it's another Matchbox actually. And very cool, 300ZX. Spring suspension, of course. Absolutely beautiful. And then Hot Wheels had their version, and it had opening doors. Now, it's not a very good example. You know, Matchbox did a much better job of replicating it. And this is the Ultra Hot Wheels, and it has spring suspension. And there you go there, Cartwright 89. Metal chassis, metal body. Lensed headlights, so that's pretty cool. And then I don't know why they did the front portion of the bumper in metal, but okay, I'll take it. There you go there, so that's pretty cool. And then of course, well, here's the Hot Wheels 350Z. 2001. And so anyways, that's a cool collection of my Nissan Z vehicles. And well, I've got other cool ones to show you. So I hope you enjoy the video. And well, I'll do more videos of what I have in my cases, because I got a lot of cases with a lot of really cool stuff in it, and I'm sure you'll like it. So thanks for watching. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe bell, and then hit it for all notifications so you can see more of my cool videos. And I'm just excited showing all my cars, so I want to do more videos. And if you like it, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.